الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله والله أكبر الله أكبر ولله الحمد الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله والله أكبر الله أكبر ولله الحمد الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله والله أكبر الله أكبر ولله الحمد إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا وسيئات أعمالنا من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن سيدنا وحبيبنا ومولانا محمدا صلى الله عليه وسلم عبده ورسوله اللهم لا علم لنا إلا ما علمتنا إنك أنت العليم الحكيم اللهم علمنا ما ينفعنا وانفعنا بما علمتنا وزدنا علما وأرنا الحق حقا وارزقنا اتباعه وأرنا الباطل باطلا وارزقنا اجتنابه واجعلنا ممن يستمعون القول فيتبعون أحسنه وأدخلنا برحمتك في عبادك الصالحين أما بعد فأوصيكم ونفسي بتقوى الله سبحانه وتعالى. Respected and beloved Ummah of the Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, I advise myself as I advise your honorable selves with taqwa Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, God-fearingness, piousness, fearing Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, being salih, be that in secret or be that in open, be that in public or be that in private. For Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in Surah Al-Anfal, ayah number 24, and we will deal with a couple of ayat of Surah Al-Anfal. يا أيها الذين آمنوا استجيبوا لله وللرسول إذا دعاكم لما يحييكم. Says Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, بعد أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. O you people who believe, respond to the call of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and the Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam to that which will bring you life. Did we respond? Did you respond? We will see. In the other ayat that follows that, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu, again, O you people who believe, La takhunu Allah wa rasulah. Do not betray Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and His Rasul. Wa takhunu amanatikum, do not betray your amanah, your trust. Wa antum ta'lamun, and you know the consequences. وَاعْلَمُوا أَنَّمَا أَمْوَالُكُمْ وَأَوْلَادُكُمْ فِتْنَةٌ. Says Allah Ta'ala, know verily that the wealth that you have, your children that you have, they are but a trial. وَأَنَّ اللَّهَ عِنْدَهُ أَجْرٌ عَظِيمٌ. But know, but by Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala is a great reward. Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu, again Allah Ta'ala says, oh you people who believe, special people that Allah Ta'ala is speaking to. In tattaqullaha yaj'al lakum furqanan. When you show taqwa Allah, when you are salih, when you are pious, when you are righteous in the deen of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Allah will show you furqan, criterion. You're going to figure out what is right and what is wrong. You're not going to be confused in terms of what is it that you must do. وَيُكَفِّرْ عَنْكُمْ سَيِّئَاتِكُمْ. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will wipe out your sins. وَيَغْفِرْ لَكُمْ وَاللَّهُ ذُو الْفَضْلِ الْعَظِيمِ. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will forgive you. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is all bountiful. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. La ilaha illallah wallahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar walillahi alhamd. Today, I ask the question, is there another ummah like you? Wallahi, a great ummah like yourself on an Eid morning that's going to be the beautiful Eid morning? You have answered to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and to the Nabi alayhi salatu wasalam when you have been called. So therefore, as Imams, we are proud of our community. Proud of you, our community. You have completed the month of fasting that Allah Ta'ala says. You completed the days that was there in front of you. You completed your fast. And you have even stood for Qiyam, for Taraweeh in your houses. You continued with that. You read the Holy Quran. You gave out sadaqat. And wallahi, I saw with my own eyes how our community is feeding the poor and the needy. Going out to the different areas. So therefore you have made us proud. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. You have come out and you have fed the poor and the needy. So therefore it is your right that you must have this day as your day of happiness from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It is your right that you dress, whether it be new clothes or whether it be your old clothes, but this is your day to be happy. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, قُلْ بِفَضْلِ اللَّهِ وَبِرَحْمَتِهِ فَبِذَلِكَ فَلْيَفْرَحُوا هُوَ خَيْرٌ مِمَّا يَجْمَعُونَ. Say, by the grace of Allah ta'ala and by the mercy of Allah ta'ala, فَبِذَلِكَ فَلْيَفْرَحُوا. For your obedience and enjoy, says Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, is better than whatever you have amalgamated. But what happened in the dunya, Jamaatul Muslimin? What happened to the world? We've been hit with coronavirus. We've been hit with COVID-19. Have you seen the changes in the world? There's not even a plane that can fly at the moment. When you want to travel from one province to another province, even that has changed. There is changes that has taken out a place around us, Jamaatul Muslimin. I want to bring you to the topic of our khutbah, and that is a holy ayah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, بعد أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم إن الله لا يغير ما بقوم حتى يغير ما بأنفسهم. Allah will not change the condition of a people until they change within themselves. Until they change within themselves. So we see all these changes that has happened around us, in the world, in South Africa, in our province, in our locality that we live, all of these. But these are all changes that has been happening on the outside. What is needed? The change from inside, Jamaatul Muslimin. The change from within ourselves, where that change must come in from here, inside. That is where, listen to another ayah that complements the ayah that we have just said. Allah Ta'ala says, ذَلِكَ بِأَنَّ اللَّهَ لَمْ يَكُنْ مُغَيِّرًا نِعْمَةً أَنْعَمَهَا عَلَىٰ قَوْمٍ حَتَّى يُغَيِّرُوا مَا بِأَنفُسِهِمْ. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will not change a favor that Allah Ta'ala has granted to a people until they change within themselves. Until they change. Surah Al-Anfal, ayah number 53. So therefore, if we are going to move from good to bad, then you must know that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is not going to make things triumphant for you. Allah is not going to give you victory or success. But when you move from a difficult situation and you move yourself to a better, this is when Nasrullah comes. This is when the help of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala comes. But there are stumbling blocks that we have put in the way, Jamaatul Muslimin. Stumbling blocks for us to achieve that change. And one of the stumbling blocks that I want to mention is that there are some of us that are waiting for miracles to happen. A miracle to come from the sky and it will change the world. A miracle, Jamaatul Muslimin, is only for the Anbiya and the Rusul. Only for prophets and messengers. After them comes Karamat. Karamat, Wali, meaning high in spiritual rank by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But even those people are not going to tell you he's a Wali or there's Karama. Because they will hide away, they will be shy in front of people, and Allah ta'ala never ordered to go and advertise you're a Wali or you have Karama. But let me tell you what he said, that the biggest of Karama and the greatest of Karama is the Karama of knowledge. Is the Karama of knowledge. That is the greatest Karama and something that you should be, listen what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, something that you should be looking for, searching for. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in Surah An-Nisa, ayah number 113, وَعَلَّمَكَ مَا لَمْ تَكُنْ تَعْلَمْ وَكَانَ فَضْلُ اللَّهِ عَلَيْكَ عَظِيمًا. Allah ta'ala has taught you of that which you didn't know. And look at the great grace from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for what? For knowledge. Surah An-Nisa. Another ayah in Surah An-Nisa 77. Kul mata'u dunya qaleel. Say that this life and this dunya and everything, all the niceties, it is but qaleel, says Allah Ta'ala, very little. If you were to own the treasures of this world, the riches of this dunya, wallahi, it is minute by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It doesn't have value. This earth is too insignificant that it will be your reward. It is too insignificant that it will be your punishment. Allah Ta'ala grants wealth to whom He loves and to whom He doesn't love. Allah Ta'ala grants authority and power to whom He loves and to whom He doesn't love. But Allah grants knowledge only to whom He loves. Are you there? Are we ready for the change, Jamaatul Muslimin? Everything is happening around us. How we interact with everybody around us, the change needs to come. وَلَمَّا بَلَغَ أَشُدَّهُ آتَيْنَاهُ حُكْمًا وَعِلْمًا وَكَذَلِكَ نَجْزِي الْمُحْسِنِينَ. Allah Ta'ala says in terms of knowledge, speaks about Nabi Yusuf alayhi salam. When he attains maturity, we gave him hukman, we gave him judgment. Could give judgment. وَعِلْمًا, and we gave him knowledge. So therefore all the files that contain miracles and those that contain karamat, close that files. We have to make a physical change. The change has to come from myself and your honorable self, because we have to ask, what did I do so far? What did I put on the table? What is my position? Where is my position with all of this? What is the stumbling blocks that is in my way? And if I've gotten angry, what did I get angry for? And if I was happy, what did I get happy for? What is the happiness for? And we start from there, Jamaatul Muslimin. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. La ilaha illallah wallahu Akbar. But we know it's not easy. The change, it's not easy. It's not easy. It becomes only easy for those whom Allah Ta'ala makes it easy. But there are many hindrances. There are many stumbling blocks. There are many that's waiting for us to fall and to slide. Shaitan is waiting with his army to make sure that you follow his way, and you're going to fall into wrong and fall into dalalah. And the ones that can move away from that, then you're going to attain happiness. Then you're going to attain success. But if you're going to fall into that, then your life will be miserable. Allow me to say at the same time, when we see someone else falling into wrong, you cannot allow him to stay in the wrong. You must take the person by the hand and help them forward. Like Sayyidina Umar said, when a person had done wrong, Shaitan has already misled him. Do you want to leave him for Shaitan? You must grab him and get him out of there. So we must also help these people that we feel as God. Jama'at Muslimin, if you are going to do the same thing that you did yesterday, the results will always be the same. That's not change. The results will always be the same. If you want a new thing, if you want your relationship with Allah Ta'ala to be renewed, if you want success from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, if you want Allah ta'ala to assist you, if you want the protection of Allah ta'ala, if you want the support of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, then you have to change within yourself. Then you have to change. Because if you strive, wallahi, you will get there. Inna Allah ma sabirin. If you plant that seed, you are going to harvest that. If you're on that road, don't give up. Because when you give up, then you're not going to get anything. There are some people that say, it is what? It is luck on the dunya. You must have luck on the dunya, and then you can achieve this, achieve that, achieve that. Luck? There's no luck. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, surah you're very much familiar with, Surah Al-Layl, ayah number 5 to 7. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, فَأَمَّا مَنْ أَعْطَى وَاتَّقَى وَصَدَّقَ بِالْحُسْنَى فَسَنُيَسِّرُهُ لِلْيُسْرَى. Says Allah Ta'ala, for the one who gives and show taqwa Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and believes in there is a best reward, فَسَنُيَسِّرُ لِلْيُسْرَى. We will make it easy for him to achieve that. Easy. Believe that you have been created for the Jannah. Believe it. You have been created for the Jannah. Fear Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in terms of disobedience to Allah ta'ala and love to give. That was our Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. And that will bring you easiness on this dunya. Allah will make it easy for you. And if you're going to call that luck, khalas, then call it luck. Then call it luck. To know what is inside. What is it that I need to do? From inside, what I need to do to change. To know what is my objective on the dunya. So that I show taqwa Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the disobedience of Allah ta'ala. When I deal with people, I deal with them in good. When I deal with my family, then it means you have an hadaf. You have an objective, and your objective is determined by the deen of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And this ayah that we've mentioned, Allah ta'ala says, فَأَمَّا مَنْ أَعْطَى وَاتَّقَى وَصَدَّقَ بِالْحُسْنَى. This is the qanoon, this is the rule, this is the law that we follow. That there must be that you give, and that you fear Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and that you believe in the best reward from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. For the opposite of that, وَأَمَّا مَنْ بَخِلَ وَاسْتَغْنَى وَكَذَّبَ بِالْحُسْنَى فَسَنُيَسِّرُ لِلْعُسْرَى. But the one that is cheap, you know, that person that comes to you sometimes and say, Uncle, 5 cents, oh no, okay, not 5 cents anymore, that's a bit low. Let's say 5 rand, 10 rand, and whatever the case may be, then what do you say? Now that person that comes to you, who put that money in your pocket? It is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that has put it there. So don't be cheap. Don't be cheap with your family, with your children. So the person that is cheap, says Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and feels that he is free of need, وَكَذَّبَ بِالْحُسْنَى, and is not somebody says, I don't need this good in my life, then Allah Ta'ala will make his road difficult. Allah will make. Say anything that you want to, anything, but don't believe in illusions. Don't believe in illusions. There is no way you can go with that. Was not the hadith of the Nabi the dua that we have just made? The Nabi Allahumma arina al-haqqa haqqa warzuqna ittiba' wa arina al-batila batilan warzuqna ijtinaba. The Nabi alayhi salatu wasallam saying, Ya Allah, show me what is the haqq and let me stay on the haqq. And show me what is the batil, let me stay on the batil. What has happened today? The falsehood has become the haqq. And the haqq has become the falsehood. So the Nabi alayhi salam teaches us, we make dua, Allahumma arina al-haqqa haqqan. Let me stay on the truth. Show me the truth, Ya Rabbi. And let me stay on the truth. And let me get away from the batil, because there is no benefit in that Jamaatul Muslimin. All of us on the dunya, there's not a person on the dunya. Of all those millions and billions of people on the dunya, everybody longs for peace in their life. Everybody longs for happiness in their life. Everybody wants to live as long as possible on the dunya. There's nothing wrong with that, because this is how Allah Ta'ala has created us. We love to be around. We don't want to hear that I'm going to die tomorrow. Allah Ta'ala grant us all Jannatul Firdaus. And all those that have passed on, Allah Ta'ala grant them Jannatul Firdaus. All those that are sitting with illnesses and the COVID-19, Allah Ta'ala grant them all Shifa. Ameen Ya Rabbil Alameen. But everybody loves peace. Everybody loves to be around. Everybody to have everything that is there, and everything must good. And so therefore we look at them, where's the fault then? Why is people living so? Is the knowledge then absent? Allow me to say that ignorance is the greatest enemy that we can have. It's ignorance. In actual fact, ignorance will do so much harm to yourself that your greatest enemy can't even do it. I want you to remember these words. If you want the dunya, then be knowledgeable, attain knowledge. If you want the akhirah, then attain knowledge. And if you want both of them, the dunya and the akhirah, then you need knowledge. And that is what you're going to, because this knowledge is something, when you give part of you, it will only give part of it. When you give all of you, then you will get all of it. That is how knowledge works. A person will always be in search of knowledge, considered like an alim, searching for knowledge as long as, you'll be an alim as long as you search for knowledge. But the person that comes to the point and thinks that I now know, then you are ignorant. Then you are ignorant. We're almost at the end, Jamaatul Muslimin. And one of the things that I want to say is, let us not be a number for someone else. Sometimes we want to be attached to different groups, and we are just a number in a group. Why do you want to be a number in a group that is insignificant? Why do you want to be part of a group that is committing wrong, that doesn't listen and obey to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that doesn't even have value by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that doesn't even count by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? Allah ta'ala says, أُولَٰئِكَ الَّذِينَ كَفَرُوا بِآيَاتِ رَبِّهِمْ وَلِقَائِهِ فَحَبِطَتْ أَعْمَالُهُمْ فَلَا نُقِيمُ لَهُمْ يَوْمَ الْقِيَامَةِ وَزْنًا. Those people who are ungrateful, who don't believe in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and meeting up with Him, all their deeds will be destroyed. And Yawm al-Qiyamah, they will not even have value. They will have no value. But rather be like what? Be like the people that Allah ta'ala says. What? وَعِبَادُ الرَّحْمَنِ الَّذِينَ يَمْشُونَ عَلَى الْأَرْضِ هَوْنًا. The slaves of the Rahman, of the Merciful, are ones that walk on the dunya hawnan. Walk on this earth how? It means that they are not going to be, they do not allow any issues or problems of the dunya to make them divert from where they want to be. My obedience is to Allah Ta'ala, so whatever happens on the dunya, never mind what happens on the dunya, even if it's coronavirus, even if it's COVID-19, even if it's whatever happens on the dunya or happens in our families, it's not going to turn me from my obedience to Allah Ta'ala, because I'm in the mood for change. And I am changing. And I'm using this great opportunity. Allah Ta'ala has put everything perfect for us for this change. Now is the time to change. And you can do that by yourself. Remember the qabrs. See how many people are dying. See how many people have been with us last year. Remember that you're going to be in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala on the day of Yawm al-Qiyamah, and it can be fawda. It can be so scary if you have not prepared yourself for that. If you have not prepared, and your family, in terms of that. So therefore, we make tawbah to Allah ta'ala. Allah waits for you to say, Astaghfiruk Ya Rabbi, forgive me. Oh Allah, forgive me for what I have done. And we move from there. We make tawbah to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala with a sincere heart. Sincere heart to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. I want to remind you of a hadith. It might be a hadith that is da'if, but it has relevance and its meaning is correct. And Sa'id ibn Aus Al-Azhari an Abihi radiallahu ta'ala anhu قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم إذا كان يوم عيد الفطر وقفت الملائكة على أبواب الطرق. When it is the day of Eid, then the malaika is standing on the streets. They are standing on the streets. فنادوا اغدوا يا معشر المسلمين إلى رب كريم. They say, O Muslimin, go to a Lord that is an honorable Lord. يمن بالخير, will give you good. ثم يثيب عليه الجزيل, and Allah will grant you a great reward. لقد أمرتم بقيام الليل فقمتم. You were asked to make Salat al-Tarawih and you did. قيام الليل, you did. وأمرتم بصيام النهار فصمتم, and you have been ordered to fast during the day and you did. And you have fed. وَأَطْعَمْتُمْ رَبُّكُمْ فَاقْبِضُوا جَوَائِزَ, and you have fed the poor and the needy, so therefore come to your reward, shouts these malaika in the road. And therefore when you make salah, and your salah this year is going to be in your homes, and when you make salah, then one calls out, أَلَا إِنَّ رَبَّكُمْ قَدْ غَفَرَ لَكُمْ فَارْجِعُوا رَاشِدِينَ إِلَّا رِحَالِكُمْ. When you have made salah, then the malaika is going to call out that your Lord has forgiven you. Your Lord has forgiven you. And if we had been in the masjid, then they would have said, now go and be guided to your homes. But we will be in our homes, inshallah ta'ala. That is where we are going to make our salah. فهو يوم الجائزة, it is a day of reward. ويسمى هذا اليوم في السماء يوم الجائزة. And this day is called in the sama. In the sama, amongst the malaika, they say this is the day of reward because of yourself and myself and all of the Muslimin that has obeyed Allah Ta'ala. There are two things that we must mention before we end off. Silatul Rahim. Family connections. Don't break off your family connections. Because the Nabi alayhi salatu wasalam says, لا يدخل الجنة قاطع. A person that cuts himself off from his family will not enter the Jannah. So therefore let us keep our family connections. Let us be in contact with them. Don't visit them now. We are keeping social distancing. And we are staying within our homes. So therefore call them, have video calls, and be in contact with your family. If they are poor and needy, make sure that they are covered. If you are cross with somebody, you're not speaking to someone, ask yourself, till when are we going to keep up with this? Leave that off and make up with one another. And Allah, the Nabi said, Irhamu man fil ardi, yarhamkum man fil sama. Have mercy with those on the earth, and the one in the sama will have mercy with you. In conclusion, a gentle reminder for the 6 days of Shawwal, that we fast the 6 days of Shawwal. And the Nabi alayhi salatu wasalam says, من صام رمضان واتبعه ستة من شوال كان كصيام الدهر. Whoever fasts the month of Ramadan and follows it up with the 6 days of Shawwal, then it is as you have fasted a lifetime. تقبل الله منا ومنكم. May Allah Ta'ala accept from us and from your honorable selves our fasting, our qiyam, our tarawih. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala increase you in your rizq. Allah ta'ala grant us all a good end of the dunya. May Allah ta'ala grant us another Ramadan with khair and barakah. Kullu amin wa antum bi khair. May Allah ta'ala grant you Eid Sa'id, Labarang, enjoyable. Wa akhiru da'wana alhamdulillahi rabbil alameen. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh.